Why don't customers choose you, even though your service is good? Because you are selling the wrong way. You are using the marketing strategy of a product seller to approach people who need transformation. Services are intangible. Customers do not want to spend money just to hear your descriptions. They want to see results. If you keep talking about packages, processes, and number of sessions, you are killing your own sales. It is time to throw away all outdated textbooks and learn how to say exactly what customers want to hear through the destination language, the case funnel tactic, and the secret of turning benefits into buying motives. The journey to mastering the market continues to reach a new level with Chapter 6 in the 10-video strategy series on the roadmap to market mastery. If you remember, in the previous part, we unlocked the strategic perspective with the topic Market Strategy Research, where every business plan begins. And right now, it is time to dive deeper into the heart of growth, where every transaction is created. Let's explore the crucial topic, sales strategies in business. Part 1. The essential difference between products and services. The business world is divided into two extremes, products and services. Products are tangible. Customers can touch, try, and evaluate how they feel before buying. Services are not. You can't hold a consultation session, nor can you touch a marketing strategy. Because of this, any sales strategy applied to physical products will fail miserably if used directly for services. Intangibility is a major challenge, but if understood correctly, it becomes an opportunity for breakthrough transformation. A service is a promise, a commitment to a better future state. Because the benefit can't be felt immediately, customers often feel doubtful, defensive, and hesitant. They can't preview the outcome like holding a shirt or test driving a car. That means marketing strategy must change at the core. It's not about showcasing what you do, but what the customer will achieve. When you shift from I provide service X to I help customers achieve Y, you move from being a seller to being a guide. Old mindsets drown you in a sea of similar sellers. Lawn care service? Easily replaceable. Photography service? Everyone has a camera. Consulting service? Brutally competitive. But if you are someone who saves customers time, revives family memories, or shapes growth strategies, then you're no longer an option. You're a necessity. When you position by outcome, you step out of the cheap price zone and into the world of high value and loyal customers. Part 2. Destination language. Double your conversions. Destination language is the most powerful tool for selling intangible services. It helps customers visualize a new scenario where they've achieved their goals and feel happier. No one buys a service just because it sounds cool. They buy because they want to become a better version of themselves. When you talk about the final outcome instead of the process, you touch the customer's deepest emotions. An emotion is what drives action, not technical specs or dull feature descriptions. Imagine you're a coaching provider. If you say, I offer 6 coaching sessions per month, the customer won't be excited. But if you say, you'll feel clearer about your goals, more confident in decision-making, and faster in taking action, that hits the right need. Similarly, an agency shouldn't say, we create content, but instead, we help you attract customers consistently. The sale doesn't happen because of features. It happens because of the positive state the customer experiences afterward. Destination language must be clear, specific, and tangible. Don't say high-quality service. Say, help you save 10 hours per week. Don't say, enhance brand awareness. Say, make customers think of you first when a need arises. The more specific, the more it triggers action. It's no longer just advertising, it's an invitation into a better version of themselves. Customers don't want to drive the car. They want to reach the destination. Your job is to describe that destination so vividly that they're compelled to move toward it. Every type of service can transform its messaging. A videographer isn't selling editing techniques. They're selling the ability to attract customers with vivid visuals. A chef isn't selling individual dishes. They're selling peace of mind and more free time. A photographer isn't selling hourly sessions. They're selling lifelong memories. When you shift from what you do to the impact you create, not only do you sell, but customers are also willing to pay more because of the value they see. The core principle is this: don't talk about what you do, talk about who the customer will become. They don't need a checklist of tasks. They need to envision themselves living a better life. Destination language doesn't need to be flashy, just honest, vivid, and focused on what they truly care about. This is the power that makes your service stand out in a crowded market. When you speak their dream out loud, you don't have to sell. They'll buy on their own because they see that you not only understand them, but can take them where they want to go. Part 3. Feature-benefit ratio. Transform your language, increase your value. One of the deadliest mistakes in service marketing is focusing too much on features. Features are just tools. Customers don't buy tools, they buy the results those tools bring. When you say, I deliver 4K quality videos, customers won't react. But if you say, helps double your viewer retention rate, they'll listen. They don't need to know what you use, they want to know how it helps them. When you shift from features to benefits, you unlock the real door to conversions. Features are what you build, benefits are what they experience. A content writer says, we deliver 10 SEO articles per month. Boring. But if they say we help you increase traffic by 50% in 60 days, that's action language. A consultant says 1 hour consultation per week. Not compelling. But if they say you'll make faster, more accurate strategic decisions, the client will want to book immediately. Benefits clarify the real value of your service. Features talk about you. Benefits talk about the customer. This is the golden rule. Features are what you're proud of, but benefits are what customers want to hear. For example, 1-year warranty is a feature. No more surprise breakdowns, save repair costs is a benefit. Customers always put themselves at the center. If your message doesn't revolve around them, they'll scroll past. Make every sentence you speak answer the silent question in their mind. How does this make my life better? A pen with a cap is a feature. No ink stains in your bag is a benefit. A coffee cup with a handle is a feature. No burnt fingers is a benefit. An email marketing service that sends 100,000 emails is a feature. Monthly automated revenue growth is the benefit. Always describe what you do through the impact it creates. When customers read your service description, they must feel like they are being upgraded. They must see that you're not just providing a service, you're opening up a better reality for them. There's a simple rule. After every feature you write, ask, and how does this help the customer? Apply this constantly. 3 sessions per week. And what does that do? Professional logo design. What does the client get out of it? Advanced customer behavior analysis. And what's the tangible result? When you answer that, you're translating business language into human language. And humans don't buy specs, they buy better lives. The stronger your shift from features to benefits, the more ideal customers you attract. And when they feel understood, they'll trust you. They don't buy services out of curiosity. They buy because you've given them a compelling reason to act. They don't need a long list of functions. They need a clear vision of a worthy result. That's the power of benefit-driven language. Once you master this kind of storytelling, you no longer have to sell. Customers will want to buy from you. Part 4. Case funnel. The ultimate sales structure for services. 1. Traffic. Attracting visitors. The first step in every sales funnel is to generate traffic. Without traffic, all strategies are meaningless. But traffic isn't just lots of people seeing you. The important thing is attracting the right people, those who have problems you can solve. By showing up on platforms like videos, blogs, and social media, you start planting the seed of awareness. However, visibility alone isn't enough. You need to create content that fits the context, the timing, and the emotions to make customers stop and say, I need this. Traffic is not a numbers game, it's a quality game. One video that addresses the right pain point is more effective than dozens of generic ads. One article with a fresh perspective can turn a stranger into someone curious. This stage is not about trying to sell. It's about building presence. You don't need to shout louder. You need to speak more precisely. When your content is truly helpful, potential clients will naturally come to you as the solution they've been waiting for. 2. Opt-in. Turning visitors into relationships. Once someone pays attention, the next step is to convert them from a viewer into an engaged contact. This is the role of the opt-in step. You offer a piece of practical value for free, such as a checklist, a plan template, or a quick guide, in exchange for an email address. This allows you to continue the relationship beyond the first visit. However, the gift must not be superficial. It must solve a real, small problem. Even a small step forward is enough to impress and open the door to the next stage. Opt-in is the first promise you make. If your free gift brings tangible results, clients will trust what you can do when they pay. That's why your opt-in content shouldn't be vague or shallow. It should be insightful, practical, and easy to apply. This isn't just a data collection step. It's the starting point of transformation. You plant value, they receive results. And from there, a quality relationship begins to take shape. 3. Authority amplifier, building credibility and expertise. Once the client enters the funnel, what they want to know is, can you really help them? The authority amplifier answers that question. This is your moment to show understanding, expertise, and the ability to solve specific problems. A short training video, a deep dive email, or a real case breakdown can prove you're not just talk. Don't try to brag. Solve a real pain point. When customers realize you understand them better than they understand themselves, you become someone they can trust. An effective authority amplifier doesn't need to be lengthy. It needs to be accurate. Pick one common problem your ideal clients often face, then offer part of a solution. Deliver a quick win to build instant trust. Don't be afraid to give value for free, because when they see you help with a small step, they'll trust you to guide them through the bigger journey. This is the phase that transforms you from a distant expert into a trusted guide, someone they want to follow. 4. Application form, qualifying your clients. This is the filtering stage, where you invite potential clients to fill out a survey form. The goal isn't just to gather information, but to elevate your service. By asking about goals, struggles, budget, and expectations, you not only assess fit, but also position yourself as someone who doesn't work with everyone. A client who fills out a form is a serious one. When they invest time to think and respond, they're taking another step toward commitment. The application form creates an essential filtering threshold. The half-hearted will quit, the serious will move forward. This is how you protect your time, energy, and service quality. Each question in the form serves not just you, but also helps the client reflect on themselves. They start redefining their problem, clarifying their goals, and becoming more proactive in decision-making. A smart form can shift a client's entire mindset. 5. Calendar booking, professional scheduling. After filling out the form, clients are taken to the scheduling step. Here, you use an online booking tool so they can choose a time themselves. This shows professionalism, saves time for both sides, and more importantly, increases their commitment. When they proactively book, they're no longer browsing, they're taking action. A scheduling system reduces friction in the process and turns a small step into a strong signal. I'm serious about solving this. Calendar booking isn't just a tech tool, it's a psychological device. It makes clients feel empowered, respected, and part of a professional process. You no longer have to chase clients, they step toward you. This is the intersection of preparation and action. Once a session is booked, clients are more open and trusting. You enter the call not as a seller, but as someone they've chosen to help them. 6. Sales call, the conversion call. The sales call is not a pitch session. It's the final destination of the case funnel, where you and the client make a decision together. Because the earlier steps have filtered and educated them well, the client enters the call with trust and readiness. You don't need to close with pressure. Just listen to their goals, assess fit, and if you truly can help, propose a solution. If the client has made it through the whole funnel, they don't need persuasion. They need direction. An effective call starts by setting expectations, then goes deep into understanding their problems, desires, and obstacles. You don't talk much, you ask deeply. The client will realize, you understand me better than anyone. That's when you share your roadmap, commitments, and collaboration terms. No tricks, no pressure, just two people finding alignment. When you lead clients here with genuine value, the call is no longer about selling, it's the beginning of transformation. Part 5. Avoiding the "we're better" trap. Position through results. One of the most common mistakes in service marketing is trying to convince clients with meaningless statements. We're better, high-quality service, competitive pricing, dedicated support. These phrases have become noise. Everyone says them, no one believes them. The market is too familiar and too tired of copy-paste advertising. When you claim you're better without proving it, you're just blending into the crowd. That's not positioning. That's how you make yourself invisible. Positioning through results is the only way to stand out and earn trust. Don't say you're good. Prove it through real change you create. If you help clients increase sales, show the numbers. If you save them time, give specific examples. If you boost their confidence, tell their transformation stories. Proof always speaks louder than words. When you show clients the results they can achieve, you don't have to compete. You become the only choice. Clients don't care what you say about yourself. They care what you can do for them. When you position through results, you make a clear promise. I can help you achieve this. That's a compelling invitation because it focuses on what they truly want. Specific results make the service tangible. Instead of saying, reputable service, say, 80% of our clients return within 3 months. Instead of saying, best price, say a one-time investment that saves 10 hours every week. That's how you make your words carry weight. Part 6. Optimizing the select your client's mindset. Not everyone is your ideal customer. A dangerous mistake in the service business is trying to serve everyone. When you try to please everyone, you lose yourself. Not everyone is your ideal client. Not everyone who pays deserves to be served. Some people aren't serious, aren't ready to act, or don't align with your values and methods. Working with these people doesn't just hurt your results, it drains your energy, time, and reputation. That's why choosing your clients is a strategy, not a rejection. When you start filtering clients, you shift from a mindset of asking to serve to choosing who deserves to be served. You're not selling accessibility, you're selling value, and value must be protected. A smart application form, an honest video, a clear selection process, all help you attract the right people. When clients see they must qualify to work with you, your service becomes more valuable in their eyes, and you can focus on delivering results to those who are truly ready. The client selection mindset doesn't make you lose opportunities. It helps you create greater outcomes from fewer clients. Ideal clients aren't looking for the cheapest service. They're looking for alignment, guidance, and results. When you have the courage to say no to those who don't fit, you create space to say yes to the ones you can truly help. That's how you build a service business that's not only growing, but also sustainable, freeing, and deeply inspiring. How much longer will you keep trapping yourself in the endless loop, writing quotations, waiting for responses, and then getting rejected without knowing why? Are you truly talented, or are you just working hard in silence? Customers do not buy effort, they buy results. So why are you still selling work hours instead of selling transformation? How good you are does not matter if no one knows. And if you do not proactively select your customers, the market will always choose for you. It is time for you to step into a new chapter, where marketing is no longer an expense, but a growth weapon. The next journey will unveil the full picture of entrepreneurial marketing, the mindset of business owner-style marketing. Fast, lean, decisive, and creating differentiation from the very first step. Thank you for watching the whole video. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos.